What's cracking with you people? Ananta here, and welcome back to another game on the channel. This time, we're picking up where we left off in the last one, with the sequel to one of my favorite platformers ever, Jak 2, or as it is known in other territories, Jak 2 Renegade. Why America didn't get that subtitle, I have no idea because it sounds amazing. Let's jump into it.
For every age, there is a time of trial. The rocks faced such a fire before they were the strength beneath our feet. The plants braved vast winds before their roots could give us life. As a sage of considerable years, I have known only one such great ordeal. Yet the hero it created was a champion for all time. Today's the big day, Jak. I hope you are prepared for whatever happens.
I think I figured out most of this machine. It interacts somehow with that large precursor ring. I just hope we didn't break anything moving it here to the lab.
Easy for you to say. We did all the heavy lifting.
Daxter! Don't touch anything! Though the precursors vanished long ago, the artifacts they left behind can still do great harm.
Or great good, if you figure out how to use them.
I've had some experience with such things. I know you can make it work.
Looks like Jak still got the mojo.
Interesting. It appears to be reading out some preset coordinates.
Wow, look at that.
Finally, the last rift gate has been opened.
What are those things?
So this is how it happened.
You cannot hide from me, boy.
Do something, Jak!
What's this do? Or that? How about this one? Everybody press all the buttons.
What was that thing?
Hang on, everyone!
I want on this thing!
Find yourself, Jak!
Okay, I swear, that's the last time I ever touch any stupid precursor crap!
There he is. Move in. Step away from the animal.
Ah!
Forget the rat. The Baron wants him. We've been waiting for you.
Don't worry, Jak. I'll save you before you know it.
Dark Eco injection cycle complete. Bio readings nominal and unchanged.
Nothing. I was informed that this one might be different.
He is surprisingly resistant to your experiments, Baron Praxis. I fear the Dark Warrior program has failed.
You should at least be dead with all the Dark Eco I pumped into you.
What now? Metalhead armies are pressing their attacks. Without a new weapon, my men cannot hold them off forever.
I will not be remembered as the man who lost this city to those vile creatures! Move forward with the final plan, and finish off this thing tonight.
As you wish. I'll be back later.
Ding ding, 3rd floor. Body chains, roach food, torture devices. Hey, buddy, you seen any heroes around here? Whoa! What'd they do to you? Jack, it's me, Daxter! That's a fine hello. I've been crawling around in this place, risking my tail, literally, to save you. I've been looking for you for 2 years! Say something! Just this once!
I'm gonna kill Praxis!
Right now, we gotta get you out of here. Just let me figure out how to open the security locks for your chair so I can... Or, you can do it. Jack, easy now. Easy, buddy. It's your old pal Daxter, remember?
Daxter?
What the heck was that? Sheesh! Remind me not to piss you off. Come on, tall, dark, and gruesome. We're out of here. I brought you some new threads. Put them on.
Well, Jack can talk now. Let's get to it, shall we? Now look at this right here. First things first, I'm gonna want to go over here and grab this. Oh, my bad.
These precursor orbs are worth a lot now. We might find a few hidden around, or get some doing difficult tasks. We'll be able to buy stuff with them.
So yeah, we'll get into that in a second, but Jack can talk. Go through a portal, and next thing you know, we're someplace strange, and Jack is tortured for 2 whole years.
Remember how to jump?
Yeah. This is going to be one very interesting story. And as a matter of fact, I want to go ahead.
Prison escape in progress.
As a matter of fact, I want to bring up one very important thing. This is actually one of the very, very, very few games I've ever played that I can't think of a single level that I outright dislike. I can
Try jumping once,
I can
then
think of
jumping into the air to reach that one.
a few levels in which I've had, well, what's we're looking for here? I've had a
There are lots of Crimson Guard crates lying around for the taking. Break that crate.
oh, what's the word right here? I've had a
You are in a
I have a
restricted
rough
sector. This sector is on high alert.
I have a rough time with, but even then I still like
Duck before you jump.
pretty much the
Hey,
majority of
you'll
it.
need a high jump to reach the top of this ledge, Jack. Dodge, Jack. Do your stuff.
So the one thing to keep in mind about this is that
We're beginning our sweep.
I'm going to be trying to get, once again, like Jack 1, we're going to try to get all the stuff we can, but some things are I'm probably going to miss. I'm going to try my best to get everything.
Health pack inside. Pick it up. You'll want
But,
to be Jack, or who'll do the fighting?
Moving in.
It's a little bit fuzzy, so yeah.
Surrender yourself. You are under arrest.
But yeah, like I said before, this is one of the few games that actually doesn't have any level that I can think of that I outright dislike.
You can get a
And-
jump by rolling into it.
Those of you that played Jak 2 might be going, well, that can't be right, because there's this level, and this level, but it's like, hear me out on this. There are bits of this game that I don't like, but even those bits I still find some enjoyment in.
We have movement on level 1.
Just because of what you're doing, you know? But yeah, so I want to go ahead and get some of these precursor orbs while I can, and if I do this right, we should end this level with roughly 8 precursor orbs, for the sheer fact that just double check my
You jumped and dived.
my memory is
Crashed down to
correct.
the ground hard
But
enough to break
if I
my
remember correctly,
leg.
yeah, you should finish this part with 8 orbs, and you want to get all 8 because this section has the most amount of orbs that you are going to miss. You know, Make sure my memory's correct here. Right, so you gotta go this way, go around the back here, and there you go. That makes 6.
Arrow's my boy. He always wins. You collect your bribes as well. You're busted. We're taking heavy hit.
There is no escape.
You keep saying that, but I very clearly am escaping, you know. Come on. Ah. Oh. Let's see. There should be one around here somewhere. Now, where is it? Remember, so that's correct. I'm trying to remember where it is. It should be. So I know we got. Right, it's over here. Right over here. I was right next to it. Boom. There's 7. And here comes the last one right here. Oh, see, that's me failing a platform again. Mr. Group and the Nines where they were popular, and I can't platform for Jack. Eh? Bad pun, I know. And there we go. There's 8. This is probably gonna be the last one I'm going to be collecting in terms of free floating precursor orbs, because the other ones you're going to need certain things you get later on. But for the most part, yeah, there's your first 8 to get you started. Yeah, you can miss about 6 to 7 of them permanently.
We're free, Jack! Thanks to me. Nice to breathe some fresh air, huh? We'll get that Baron Praxis guy, all right.
Hello, strangers. My name is Kor. May I help?
You look like a reasonably smart man. I want information. Where the hell am I?
Sorry. He's new to the whole conversation thing.
Well, my angry young friend, you are a guest of His Majesty Baron Praxis, the ruler of glorious Haven City.
I was just a guest in the good Baron's prison.
Inside a cell or inside the city, walls surround us both. We are all his prisoners. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. I'd move on if I were you.
By order of His Eminence, the Grand Protector of Haven City, Baron Praxis, everyone in this section is hereby under arrest for suspicion of harboring underground fugitives. Surrender and die!
Excuse me, sir. Don't you mean surrender or die?
Not in this city. Protect us from these guards, and I'll introduce you to someone who can help you.
There we go. Yeah, buddy, catch some. Catch these hands. With these nails.
That was cool. Do it again.
Something's happening to me. Something he did. I can't control it.
Very impressive.
You okay, Jack?
What you just did was very brave. This child is important.
This kid? He looks kind of scruffy.
You are in a restricted zone. Move along!
Thank you for your help, but I must get this boy to safety.
Hey! What about us?
There is an underground group waging war against Baron Praxis. Its leader, the Shadow, could use fighters like you. Go to the slums, find a dead-end alley near the city wall. Ask for Torn. He can help you.
So, as you may have noticed, Jak 2 is a very tonally different Jak
The
and
city
Destiny
map is
game.
displayed in the lower right.
Okay.
Follow the icons on the map to reach important destinations.
For instance, there's very much a bent.
Welcome to the city transportation system. You can hover in one of 2 zones, low and high.
So,
Try switching hover
I
zones.
was starting here, but there's like the voice going off back up, but it's just tutorial, so we're going to ignore for right now. So, Jak 2 and Jak and Daxter going forward is going to be a very tonally different series from Jak and Daxter. And some of you might be wondering about this, because I know this is probably the biggest point of contention when it comes to Jak 2. Because Jak 2, not to me, but to some people, is considered a bad sequel because it does things so radically different. While to others, it's seen as a good sequel because it builds upon what made the original great. I'm one of the ones who think that this is a very good sequel. It's, in my mind, the Jak and Daxter series has consistently gotten better as time has gone on. But the tonal shift is alienating to some fans. And you may be wondering why. Well, for one thing, at the time, Grand Theft Auto was very popular. And Naughty Dog wanted to capitalize on that popularity because of the main issue with Jak, and it's to do with Jak himself. It's actually his character design. If you look back to old character portraits of the character, he, as they put it, didn't really fit in any one market. He was too, I guess the term nowadays would be anime to be considered Western, but also too Western to appeal to a mainstream Japanese audience. So he kind of hovered in this weird middle ground where he had a unique appearance all his own that I think is classic, but also didn't gel with people. Well, as many people as I'm not would have liked when he was first released to the world. So they took the sequel and said, okay, didn't really work the way we wanted. Let's just see what we can get away with. And Jak 2 was born. So now that little spiel's out the way, let's get to the next mission.
We're looking for a guy named Torn. Core sent us. Are you Torn?
Maybe this guy's a new, like you used to be.
New faces make me nervous. Word is you're out to join the fight for the city. You know, picking the wrong side could be unhealthy.
We want to see the Shadow.
Not likely. If you want to join something, why don't you and your pet go join the circus? Unless you've got the fur for a really tough task. Steal the Baron's banner from the top of the ruined tower and bring it back to me. Then, maybe we'll talk.
Nifty. So we got our first little mission to do. That is, for all intents and purposes, the way you're gonna be getting your assignments throughout the game. And I'm not gonna lie, as someone who grew up on also unlike Grand Theft Auto, you can pretty much jack, pun intended, any vehicle you want, and the police will not come after you. It's only when you, I think, cause A, enough property damage, and B, actively attack or just actively pretty much aggravate any of the police here. They're called the Crimson Guard, by the way. That they'll do something to you. So you're pretty much good to go. But yeah, going back to that previous statement, I think Jak 2 was a noticeable improvement to the series. And if you don't believe me, I would recommend looking towards just one of the characters, and I think you'll understand why, and that would be Daxter. Whereas Jak may have felt tonally different to most people, you know, I'll drop him right here. Daxter, for all intents and purposes, thrived the most from this change, mostly because of his humor. I don't know how old Jak is, but I'm just going to go ahead and run with it. And now, we're going to go on a mission from the Rebel Underground to retrieve some banner from atop an old tower. Yeah, I was going on earlier about how if you really want to see reason why I think this is a good change for the series, I would say look at Daxter, because Daxter's humor, for all intents and purposes, in the original game was very risque. Now most of y'all probably watching this. Some of y'all probably older crowd grew up with the game, so you're probably going, risque? Really? You're calling this risque? But really think about what that game was, what Jak and Daxter was aimed at demographically speaking, and then half the stuff that Daxter said. Like, there are things on there that make the Animaniacs go, oh wow, you're actually going to try to get away with that. Okay, you know, like, especially the very last thing that Daxter says in the game, which is, don't worry, big things come in small packages. That's a very blatant reference to, you know, the wing dang dilly dang. But yeah, right, that bridge crumbles. So yeah, I think that's a marked improvement. And as we go through this game, I'll be pointing out the reasons why I think so. But make no mistake, the classic Jak and Daxter formula is still here. A lot of the stuff that made that game great is still here. It's just got a different spin on it. And I understand how people might not like that, but just because it's different doesn't mean it's that. Oh, come on. Might be different, but some things stay the same, like my depth perception being absolutely terrible. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
I guess you guys are in.
And just like that, we have made it into the Rebel Underground. Wait a minute. I'm making a dumb move, aren't I? Oh, no, I'm not. You're supposed to do this then. Okay. Okay, let me see here. Over here. There we go. Now, like I said, I'm not going to be worrying about the, as I call them, the free-floating precursor orbs.
We need to go back to the city, Jak.
I know, Daxter. I'm not going to worry about the free-floating precursor orbs in a lot of these areas, because you are going to need one, you know, you're going to be needing something you're going to get later on in the game to get all of them. So, when we get to that point, then, as we go through, I will probably end every episode that I can after that point with getting all the precursor orbs that are free roaming. At any rate, I've been Anansi. It's been Jak and Daxter. I'll catch you later.